Family, them leg of the bull. Hey, me see an interview I go around with a promoter from Spain there somewhere. You saw me a deal with. He must say the money where the artists them a charge a bit expect. Family, listen first.
For a Wednesday show, we can pay in between, depending on the artist or the pack, because normally it's 2 artists. You can pay in between, let's say, in between 5 to 10,000, just fee. Then you have to add the venue cost, the hotels, the internal transports, the per diems, the parking.
Okay.
You know, the whole production cost. So at the end of the day, you go into you're risking in between 10 to 17,000 euros.
Okay.
For an average artist.
Yes, for let's say Jamaican artists. I'm not saying Siggy Marley, or I'm not saying
Yeah. So one thing you just mentioned something for me which I find kind of different as a Jamaican. Like there's certain reggae artists that I listen to that I don't really care if they make a new song. I don't care. If I go to see them, I don't want to hear their new music. If I go see Barry Salmon, Buju Band, I don't really like new music is good. So they need to, but they are making music though.
Yeah, but that, I mean, you went too straight to the big names, right?
Okay. All right.
But the thing you name Buju Banton, or let's say Buju Banton and Burst Hammond, you name it. Okay? Buju is asking for crazy money, and since he went out of prison, he just wants to do big stadiums or big arenas in the US. But he just came for one show. The first show was in Summer Jam in Germany, and he got paid 100,000 euros. 150,000 euros. It's crazy money. So the thing is that Buju Banton, he doesn't want to tour anymore in Europe. He doesn't want to tour because he pretends to get paid, 20,000 per night, and it's impossible in Europe. And Burst Hammond, same. He wants to come to Europe. He wants to come with 19 people touring, and he's asking for crazy fees.
In some way, me kind of agree with the man, because you see some of them country there, them not really, a lot of them don't speak English. They say if you understand, so it's not their first language. The reason why free music so big in America, Canada, England is because of the English. You know what I mean? Because they speak in the language they understand with. You see me I say? So when you go to Spain and all them places there, the people don't really understand you, or they don't really know you like that. You see me I deal with? So if you should try and get it out there more, where, you know what I mean, the artists them are go around more, promote the thing more. Like old school, you know what I mean? Even new school as well. Which I think the new school would be better to put out there, because them old school revolution music there not really deal with the Gen Z moment right now. I whatever so me I say, it's not really a part. But family, listen.
Burst Hammond can put, let's say, 600, in between 600 to 1,000 people in a venue. So how much you have to charge per ticket to get what he wants to, what he expects to be paid?
So Barry's can for 5,000 people?
Not more in Europe. Just in England, he has a huge fan base in England, but not in Europe. And they don't want to adapt at the Europe reality. So they prefer not to tour.
So I have a question. You just said, I think you just separated England from Europe just now.
Yes.
What's the difference in terms of the reggae scene?
I mean, England has been the motherland of Jamaica. England has, right now there must be the 6th or 7th generation of Jamaicans, thousands of Jamaicans, and that's not happening in Europe.
True.
Okay, so you basically put England as the top holders.
They were back in the days, but not now. Mm-hmm. Because, young Jamaican heritage people, they consider reggae music the grandpa's music.
Yeah, everybody listen to reggae, but they don't love reggae like one time.
No, I mean, I went when Burning Spear came back on 2022.
Yeah.
I went to Birmingham and the next day to London to attend the shows. And the average, the mid average of the people attending the show was in between 45 to 60 years old. No youth was, and there was 3,000 people in Birmingham and nearly 4,000 in London. And there was no youth in the audience.
How can we change that?
How can you change that? But starting in Jamaica, you know, I've always said that reggae music or Jamaican culture has to be an obligatory subject in schools.
I agree.
Okay. I mean, it's a shame that I go to Jamaica. You know, let me tell you something. I was in Jamaica just reading Sugar Minor biography, right? And I was on the beach. And a young waiter came here just to ask if I wanted some. See, I want to drink some. And this guy was between 15, 16 years old. And he asked me, oh, this guy was famous at your country?
Hey.
And I say, no, he was famous at your country. So, you know, the young people, they don't know who's Gregory Isaacs. They don't know who's Sugar Minor. They don't know who's Frank Paul. That's a big problem.
It's not personal. Is it more that dancehall has eclipsed reggae to the point of it almost making reggae go extinct slowly?
Let's say, I mean, we have to separate, okay? Let's say reggae music was ska, it was rocksteady, it was reggae.
And we think about that because the money, what them are going to get, them not going to make a lot of money, you know. You understand what I say? Just because of the English speaking thing and the people may really understand where them coming to. They probably come out, yes, to support in a way we're there. They might go to a little party or something like that, but it's not specifically for dancehall. I can understand that. I can understand a bit of it, you know what I mean? So, i.e. the money where people, where they might charge them kind of people, they're supposed to look into it. The man even say he try to get in a partnership. He try to get in a partnership with them where he just put the show on and then get a bit of the profits. But they don't want to do that. The reggae artists them don't want to do that. But family, listen.
No one continuously keeps a festival that's not profitable. They wouldn't, you know. So I
mean, it's quite profitable, you know. Some, I'm not sure, but some say that they own their private island.
They do? The owners?
I mean, there's some people that are saying that, and I can't believe them.
Well.
All right.
And I know that, you know, that I remember that they did an offer to Yellow Man, and they want him to pay 3,500 euros, and he has to cover his own flights with that money.
What? To King Yellow Man?
The king of dancehall.
Okay. Brings me to my next
question.
But
I mean, what do you think? You know,
have you seen? What do you think of their lineup for this year, 30th anniversary?
It's a good line. I mean, Burning Spear, the third consecutive time coming.
You see where I come from. So, I think if they do more of these collaboration things there in some of them area there where, you know what I mean, music not really reach out to that much. There's a few people that know it, but not majority. You understand what I say? Do running some programs like that where they promote them not to really worry about paying money. You understand what I say? They're not making it. Some of them not making it. I get to realize now, some of these countries ain't making it. To put you in Europe, some of them is not making it because of the money and the people that's joining it. It's not like Cartel show we're talking about 40,000 people. You understand what I mean, David? And them think that no, they're gonna talk about hundreds of people. You know what I mean? 1,500 the biggest. It's mad. But family, listen.
And then Cimarrons, they come again. And what's this? Is Alpha Blonde in there?
I can't remember. He was there last year.
No.
It's Shaggy headlining as well, and Shaggy's more dancehall.
I mean, the thing is that I would love to have to see Bounty Killer there, or Sizzla, or you know, or what it's for a reggae fan. You know, people got bored. And, you know, most of the people, you know, the reggae fans that start to go there and they went there for the first 6-7 years, they don't go in anymore.
Yeah.
because it's kind of boring, And the thing is that they put the good bands, or they put it at 8 o'clock in the afternoon when there's hunger for tomorrow.
Yeah. And you have enough reggae artists that can't even retire in the way they should retire as well.
Mm-hmm. And there's some other big artists that they prefer to do 4 shows a year and get the same money, and they don't want to tour anymore.
Yeah. So
Some
they
of
have
them
to
because of age, I would say.
No, not the age, because Buju is Buju an old guy?
No.
No.
And sometimes I think it's the price that they put on themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot
They price
charge.
themselves very high, yeah.
You can ask 50,000 per venue. That's crazy. You're not Beyonce. You're not Jennifer Lopez.
But they're getting that in America.
Yes, but how many shows they do in America? Buju did a big arena in New York. Then he went to do a tour in the rest of America. He has to cancel some of the shows because they was not selling tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he failed.
Buju, yeah.
He's too greedy.
What's
Just a family, let me know what you think about that. You get me? Big up my general for bringing this forward to make us see what I go on out there. You get me? So, the artists them we get paid them big money in America and England and them place there. Good on you, mate. You know what I mean? We still need to stretch out your wings to there's a bigger market there to cut off. A bigger market there. A big pie out there for eat. So everybody have to just come together and make it work. Duh?
So you think that they're pricing, some of them are pricing themselves out of the market as well?
They're overpricing, definitely. Yeah. They're not investing in themselves,
So you're saying that stop looking at the tours as a means of only profit, but a means of spreading the music that will generate future profit, and they don't want
That's it. That's it. This is one of the things that is happening, They prefer they go to get money, and they left a lot of people behind them. They're trying to help them, and they prefer to get big money today, but then no tour in 5 years.
Okay. Has anyone ever proposed revenue sharing? For example, you're promoting a show, instead of paying him a fee, you pay him a percentage of the money.
They don't want to do it.
So they don't
No, I mean, it was me that sometimes I offer them that, Okay, let's say I do the productions. I just got paid the 10% of the incomes.
Yeah.
And the rest is for you. But they don't want to. They don't want to do it.
Because they don't back themselves to be able to pull.
I mean, if you don't trust in yourself, how can the people trust in the artist?
Yeah. Because I don't know if this example is true. Like the Taylor Swift, that's a random example. Don't kill me because I'm bringing her in it. Her shows, I think they're self-funded or something like that. And maybe this is a bad example, but I think they're self-funded, and she backs herself to pull these people. Obviously, she knows she's going to do it, so there's less risk. So
yes,
it's also hard for a Jamaican artist to come to Europe and risk it, especially if he brings a band with him. So I can't see what they're saying.
But let's say there must be a balance, right?
Yeah.
Let's say an artist that he's coming in, him alone with 2 backing vocals and his manager, 4 people. That's it. The band is from Europe. And the band even can go into that deal. And this, in that kind of deal, is not for the whole tour. Maybe it's for 2 or 3 or 4 shows.
Okay.
And let's say in cities that maybe there's no big tradition of reggae. So that's the way to open some cities to the market. But they don't help in that way,
I get what you're saying, because I can see it happening. For example,
this is a mafia from the Marley family. Even Siggy's wife is on the jury. So so it's a shame that a live album can win a Grammy, and Siggy did.
Yeah. So you feel like the Marleys have a unfair advantage when it comes to the Grammy?
I mean, the Marleys are a part of the guilt of the blame of because they took control of reggae in terms of media and in the States, let's say that 70% or 80% of the reggae is Marleys.
Yeah.
Then the sons of Bob Marley, now the grandsons of Bob Marley, and the next 5 years are going to be the grandsons.
Okay. So you
Still
want that love
ruling.
to spread outside of the family?
Yes, I mean, and they take control of everything, and they don't, they don't permit other artists to make it big in the States.
Or do
Eh,
you, or
eh,
is it, or is there another side of the coin? They're so respected by everybody. You know, artists themselves would, you know, let them
They
stay.
fear them.
Yeah. Because they have so much respect, they basically fear them.
I mean, they fear
And they
them
come
because you
against
can,
them.
the only one who says something is Ika Mouse.
Yes, I remember him. He has a court case with them.
Okay, is the only one who tried to, but most of the Third War, they have an album. The last album was produced by Damien, and Damien create like a circle around him in Jamaica, with Kabaka, with and I think it's they respect, but they have some fear about the control and what the Marley means in Jamaica, in terms of power and money and what they mean in the industry.
Yeah. I totally understand what you're saying in
I
terms
mean,
of
there's
Marley.
it's for another chapter, another
Yeah.
program.
Yeah, we can talk about the Marleys
Because I have a lot of
incredibly.
information. It's a shame, because even they never support the whalers, the musicians, and the last one who died, Tyron Taylor, they never support the cost of the burial. They ask for help and they say no. So
Uh,
it's a shame.